Hey, what's up, guys? I am Mike. It is so good to be back, and it'll be good to be back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern when we are live. We can all hang out and talk about the week that has been without you guys. We've missed you. It's so nice to be back. But first, the bad news, and that's Jurassic World. Why can't anyone make a good Jurassic World movie? Why is that so impossible? Jurassic Park. Why does it even have to be called Jurassic Park? Do they have like an ownership over dinosaurs we don't know about? Can't someone else just make a good dinosaur movie that doesn't come from Universal, who just sucks at everything anymore and is like the worst studio? It's like EA Sports with Madden. You know, Madden football, they just put out the same crappy game every year because nobody else is allowed to because they have a license over the NFL. But like, I'm pretty sure that like Universal doesn't own dinosaurs, right? Can't someone else just make a good dinosaur movie? Tom Cruise needs to get on that. He can save us.
Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise!
And it's being rewarded now for being sterile poop. And that's not even a good thing. And I thought the Pratt movies were terrible. I thought the first Jurassic World movies were terrible. Fallen Kingdom had a good idea, but they didn't capitalize on it. But I thought this one had a chance, you know, just because it seemed like they were going back to the horror of it all. I really liked the trailers in this one, and I was like, this could be an alien type situation. You know, obviously they're going to get the kids in there and stuff, but like just enough to make this franchise fun again and worthwhile. And the Pratt movies were so sterilized and just corny and whatever. And, you know, just the whole like, whoa, Blue. I think this is the corniest thing to happen in movies in a long time, when they were just like, I don't know, just pretend that you like have a telepathic communication with it. It took about 4 seconds to realize I'd been fooled. And as George Bush once said, fool me once, can't get fooled again. And that's how he threw a shoe at me. Is exactly how I felt watching this movie for sure. So Gareth Edwards is the director of this movie, right? And I think we've learned one thing, if we've learned anything about Gareth Edwards as a person, and that is that this person makes really boring movies with like one or two really cool shots in them that keep you coming back. It's like golf, right? Like I suck 97% of the time, but I hit one shot and be like, dude, I could be the next Tiger. I'm coming back. That's what he does. Star Wars Rogue Nation 1, whatever it was. My brain's not working very well, so just forgive me. I know, I'm giving the actually something to do. They need something to do, so just go ahead. Yell about it in the comments. Just headboard your keyboard. It's going to be good. I did this for you. His Star Wars movie, like, pretty boring. Pretty fucking boring. Then at the end, Darth Vader comes out and just does some amazing shit, and you're like, I'm going to come back and see this guy's next movie. Godzilla. Couple just badass shots of Godzilla, but pretty fucking boring. The signs were all there. We should have known. Now, the writer for this, David Coop, he wrote Stir of Echoes. That's a badass movie. He wrote Mission Impossible. He wrote the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. But he's also written some turds on the toilet. He wrote Tom Cruise's The Mummy. He wrote Premium Rush, which was a bicycle movie. But either this writer has lost his fastball, or it's just a classic case of he had no interest in. He wrote the original Jurassic Park movie. But then this is totally different. Like, either he's lost his fastball, like I said, or it's just a classic case of a writer didn't really give a fuck. Studio gave him a bunch of money. Hey, just churn it out, man. Churn it out. Churn the fucking butter.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does.
If they do another one of these movies, they should get somebody who's really passionate about the franchise, who has a good story to tell, and is not. But they don't give a fuck. They won't, because they don't give a fuck, because they're gonna make $1 billion fucking off of this movie, and everyone can go suck a dick. Is basically what's gonna happen here. So just give it up. Tom Cruise, save us.
Tom Cruise using witchcraft on me to get the fire off me!
Prepare yourself for more sterilized, soulless goo. The writing, my dear God, and fuck, the writing was so bad on this. Dickless AI garbage. It's a children's movie. We literally stopped the movie so that characters can look at the camera and be like, this is my trauma and what I've experienced, and these are my future goals. This is my arc. Like, they literally, out of nowhere, the movie just stops, and ScarJo sits down and she's like, I had a partner die in a car bomb in Yemen. And also, I'm quite shallow and I'm only interested in money. I hope I can overcome that and somehow live a meaningful life. Mahershala Ali sits down and he's like, my child died. I hope I can somehow find meaning in life. Oh, look, there's a child over there I can protect and find meaning in life. The hot librarian guy's like, my job's really boring and all I talk about are dead things. I hope I can find meaning in life. Oh, I just found it. In ScarJo's vagina. We stop that story and we go over to this family who's boating, and we have to hear all of their stories. I mean, there's literally like 100 lines of dialogue about some asshole Gen Z kid who's a lazy prick who sleeps too much but deep down has a heart of gold. I don't give a fuck. Show me the dinosaurs' butt nuggets. By the way, the scene where that family is attacked on the open sea was actually really dope, especially in 3D. The T-Rex scene, also actually well done, and it's one of the only things that's not in the trailer. That's another issue with this movie, is that Universal's so fucking bad about this. From the opening scene, which is the one where the dude gets trapped in the thing, and he's like, please open the door. Literally the trailer. Opening scene, trailer. Almost every badass shot of a fucking dinosaur in this movie in the trailer. I mean, there's barely anything in this movie other than the boring ass walking and talking about our lives going on that was not in this fucking trailer. I hate you, Universal. I fucking hate you so bad. And even that was sort of ruined by dumbass character decisions. Like the little girl's running away from the T-Rex, and the guy just instead of creating a diversion or, like, I don't know, throwing a tomato can at it, he just stands there and yells her name over and over again. Like that's gonna fucking do anything. And also it sucks the tension right out of the room, because you just know this movie's not gonna, that little girl's not gonna get eaten by the T-Rex. So there's no suspense, there's no anything. And I'm not saying I want the little girl to get eaten by the T-Rex. I mean, maybe kind of now. It is so safe and sterile, and it's all so predictable, and it's all just so manufactured commercial propaganda garbage with no soul in it. Every time someone says something, they're about to say this. Oh, we're going to complete this arc now. Oh, I bet he's still alive. Like, every single thing is so fucking useless and predictable. If you've ever seen a film in your goddamn life, it is so predictable. And that being said, the baseline for the movie was actually kind of cool. Like, it was really simple, but hey, we got to go to this island. We got to get blood from the dinosaurs because we can heal heart disease and all this other stuff. They set up a really cool video game-esque type of storyline for them to have to go and, like, got to collect them all with the dinosaurs and stuff. And the tools that he used was cool. He had this gun that he would shoot. That was all neat. It was not that bad at all, actually. Well, now we've got to go recruit everyone. I would go over here to this point, get this person, get that person. Why the fuck was this thing 2 hours and 14 minutes long? Why the fuck was this thing 2 hours and 14 minutes long? They literally an hour and a half would have been way better. 45 minutes you could have sucked out of this movie. I'll do it right now. I'll go find that fucking thing and I'll edit it just to prove to you that there's no reason these movies need to be this long. You can get more show times out of it, man. Why are we doing this? And I will say that the special effects were better than they have been in some times. The T-Rex actually looked pretty dope. Some of the dinosaurs did look pretty cool. A couple cool shots, again, mostly in the goddamn trailers. But they look better than they have in a long time. However, it is still completely and utterly unfucking forgivable that they still don't look as good as they did in the original. I mean, that's just pure it's laziness. It's nothing but, and it's unacceptable at this point. I'm sorry. And just, speaking of commercial propaganda, by the way, there's even a tiny cute rhinoceros or whatever the fuck it is that they literally create to sell toys to kill kids. They put their own Baby Yoda in the movie and just force shove that shit into the plot for sure. And whatever, fine. Kids are going to see this movie. It's cute, whatever. I don't care. But could you do me a favor? Could you at least make it actually not just dumb looking and make it not CGI and makes it actually like a cool creature so that these kids can have a fun childhood and not just a soulless fucking representation of the cool shit that came before? No? Cool. I'll just go fuck myself and die then. Here's $70 for my movie tickets. But the true dumb fuck peak shit stained mountaintop of fuck in this movie was the score. No doubt about it. Some guy named Alexander Desplat, who only has done before a bunch of Oscar bait type of movies, they hired to do this. And I'm telling you, in ways that I usually only notice in old school, really shitty B horror movies, like, you know, some of the Puppet Master ripoffs and things like that, the score is so noticeably bad throughout this film. It's almost Halloween 5 levels of bad at certain points. Like, you know, when the cops come out, it's like, donka, donka, donka. There's a couple points. It's not that bad, but just noticeably, I was like, this score fucking sucks, you know? And the kid next to me eating popcorn was like, yeah, it does. No, it was bad, and it didn't make any sense at all. And they just, the way... You're not allowed to use the Jurassic Park theme anymore. Take it away from him. Honestly, like, fucking take it away from him. Put it in a vault and don't open that shit unless you got some cool shit to put it on top of from now on, because they use it so much in the wrong moments, and it's such an epic theme, and like they squeeze the fucking life out of it. I mean, it's the most exact representation of what they're doing to this franchise and what the world's doing to movies as a whole. They play it. They try to recreate the They Do Move in Herds scene. You know, they do move in herds. They try to recreate that. And it's the corniest, most awful shit I've ever seen in my life. It's two animals like rubbing necks and look like they're about to fuck, and then there's a bunch of other ones just like watching it, like, yeah, we're a bunch of cuckosaurs. We're the Cuckosaurus Rexes, and we're gonna watch these two fuck because we're the Cuckosaurus Rexes, and it looks like an orgy is about to happen. And then the music plays, and the movie thinks it's this big epic moment, like the librarian's crying and like sniffling. It was actually embarrassing. So,
Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face.
Jurassic Park, Dominion of the fuck, Rebirth into the Canalosaurus Cocorexus Streptococcus is going to get a 4 out of 10 for me. This is bullshit, and I hate everything, and my clothes are done in the dryer, if you heard that. So I'm excited about that. That's nice. I'm also excited to see you guys at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's going to be a fun time. We're just going to hang out and talk about all the stuff that's happened this week, movies-wise, and look forward to it. I love your fucking faces. Click subscribe if you haven't. Click like because that helps the video. Click yourself. Just a little bit, because you deserve it.